Hello and welcome to Starcraft. I am Zoronden, and this is a normal game sent in by the fans. Let's go ahead and check out the leaderboard here. In the bottom left corner, we're going to have the red Protoss RST, and in the top right corner, the blue Terran FirstTimer. Now, as this game gets ramped up, I do want to remind you of a few things. If you look on my YouTube page right now, you will find a video titled Torchlight 1 Giveaway, or Giveaway Torchlight 1. If you want to win a free copy of Torchlight 1, you just need to check out that video, look at the information that'll give you everything you need to do to enter into that contest and potentially win yourself a copy of Torchlight 1. It's a pretty fun game. It's a lot like Diablo 3, so check that out. And you might win a free copy of Torchlight 1. Why the heck not? And yeah, that's about it, I guess. So the winner for that will be announced Friday on my new series that I'm going to be calling I Do What I Want Fridays. So I'll give you more information then on what that is, as well as who won the contest. So let's get back to this StarCraft match. And this is a Platinum League match, I believe. It can sometimes be a little hard to tell what exactly league the game is in, but this should be a Platinum League match. And it is, of course, on Tal'Darim Altar. Let's go ahead and bring up that production tab as well and check out what the two players are up to. So we have a gateway and a pylon up here for RST, just kind of a pseudo wall off there. FirstTimer not going for the wall off, not completely necessary. Against Protoss, he is grabbing his refinery there, so we should see some early stim or something of the like out of him. Both players just getting their early build going. Definitely not a forge fast expand by RST, as obviously that's not a forge, that's a gateway. Second barracks going down by FirstTimer, and a tech lab. I wanted to call it a refinery. That's really not a refinery. It uses gas from the refinery. Anyways, orbital coming up by FirstTimer as well. And cybernetics core. For some reason I thought that was a pylon. And another gateway. So, obviously not a 4-gate. We don't have both gas yet. Just looking for some early aggression, I guess. Obviously not going for an expansion just yet. We'll have to keep an eye on RST. There goes the third gate. That's what I was expecting. So maybe a robotics facility or something coming out of him soon for kind of a 3-gate robo. We need to keep an eye on that, see what he's going to plan for the future. And it does look like FirstTimer is going to be sounding out his scout now. Going to be checking out the map as he does finish up his second refinery. He's got a Marauder on the field. A reactor going down, so we should be seeing an MM ball out of FirstTimer. We have seen that out of him before, and it worked very well, so we'll have to see if he can repeat his success in this game. And I believe he's moved up a few leagues since last we saw him, as this should be a Platinum League game. I don't remember what he was last time. Bronze, maybe? We'll just have to see. And a very late good luck, have fun out of FirstTimer. Better late than never, I guess, but that is at the 5-minute mark already. And actually no communication out of RST there. There we go. You two, finally, both players greeting each other on the field of battle after 5 minutes have passed. Some games end quicker than these two took to communicate, but that's okay. Sometimes you're busy with your build and you want to get to it. So a forge goes down by RST. He's got 2 stalkers out, so I guess he's just kind of doing a custom thing, which can be fine. Sometimes you need to experiment, and as if you're not in Masters League, sometimes your own kind of system can work. So we'll have to see how he's going to play out with this system. And Warp Gate does appear to be about 3/4 of the way done. And a 4th gate going up now at this time. He does have both assimilators up, so suppose it could be a functioning late 4-gate. And a factory has gone down for FirstTimer. as well as a somewhat odd-placed bunker. Obviously, typically you'd want some buildings up here, obviously supply depots, maybe even that factory. Do a little bit of a wall off. You can put that bunker behind that wall, and then that bunker's not getting hit right away by, say, zealots. Obviously, stalkers can probably reach it, but it provides a little bit of bonus protection for that building. It's going to stay up a little longer. And you got your big beefy buildings in the front. And there goes a Stargate as well. So it's a 3-1-1, I guess. Some more supply depots going down as well. A lot of his buildings, well, I say a lot. All his buildings are kind of clumped up right here. And that could be good, but it can also be quite bad. Just depends on the situation. Obviously, he's going to have plenty of room to continue to build. And expansion finally going down by RST. Obviously, better late than never. I do like that he's getting one. I would like to see FirstTimer grab an expansion at this time. Or earlier, frankly. He does have Blue Flame and Stim on the way now, so a few upgrades coming out for him. However, Stalker is also getting ground weapons. I was not in my right mind there. Anyways, he is getting ground weapons 1, and RST is doing some scouting. Hasn't he found... No, he hasn't even found FirstTimer yet. My gosh, I assumed he would have scouted before the 8.5 minute mark. Scout earlier than that, guys. I don't know what to say to that. That's terrible. You gotta scout sooner than 8.5 minutes. I can understand late scouting. You don't necessarily have to do early scouting, but do it before 8.5 minutes. I mean, it's on the 9-minute mark, and he still technically doesn't know where FirstTimer is. Obviously, he's right about to find it, and his probe's gonna get soused. Just pop. So now RST does know where he's at. He's going to move out with these Stalkers, it looks like. But that Stalker force is just... It's not going to like this Marine Marauder ball. But FirstTimer's going for a drop, and we might actually see a base trade here. It'll depend on how FirstTimer reacts to that when RST gets in his base with the Stalkers. If RST is going to do it, FirstTimer might actually end up in RST's base first, simply because he's going to sit here and wait for a proxy pylon and try and get more reinforcements. And obviously, FirstTimer has now already got reinforcements in his own base, got a full bunker. So RST's going to be in trouble here, as FirstTimer's going to be landing troops in his base, and his main attacking force is nowhere to be seen. And this could end very quickly for FirstTimer, or excuse me, RST, if FirstTimer pulls it off right. And there goes FirstTimer's expansion at the 10:30 mark. I would have liked to have seen that about 5 minutes earlier, but always good to get it eventually. And before your own mining fields run out. That's nice to see as well. So no complaints there at least. Just remember, you always want to be running off 2 bases. You always want to try and run off 2. Unless you're trying some sort of early 4-gate or an all-in or, something along those lines. Anyways, looks like we're going to get this drop, and it's going to be right on RST's mineral line. No reaction out of him. A stim by FirstTimer, and these probes are just going to go down by the dozens. They're not even retreating. I don't know what RST is doing. There go his troops on the map, moving up into FirstTimer's base. But, I mean, he's already lost his probe line. The Nexus will be down soon. Here come 4 Stalkers attempting to defend it. They're not going to defend the Nexus, especially because they're standing around like sticks on a log. Bugs on a log? I don't know. Whatever. Let's check out FirstTimer's base, and look at that. His defending force is just destroying these Stalkers. Not even a chance. RST is out. Brought down that a little late for you, but you get the idea. Very well defended by FirstTimer. RST just left his troops out of position for way too long. Thought he had map control. He did not, and he fell to that. Obviously, my big complaint with the game was the 2 guys need to expand sooner. It probably would have sped the game up earlier. We would have gotten this big battle sooner. But other than that, congrats to FirstTimer. Very nice drop. You pulled that off like a pro. And congrats to you for winning. Again, I want to remind you guys that I'm doing a Torchlight 1 contest. You can find the giveaway Torchlight 1 video on my page for all the information you need. I want to thank you for tuning in. Please do subscribe and like videos. It helps me a ton if you do that. I am, of course, Zoronden, and I will catch you guys on the other side.